Rob Tell on the track. Hop in the whip and I hit these switches. See that chrome suspension. Look at the car, you know who did it. I don't have to mention. They know it's Alex from Hoppos. Custom work come from Hoppos. I'm Rob Tell of 504. For anybody that gotta know, Alex stay with fresh content and he keep it coming like a slideshow. Never cut corners far as I know, but he cut metal with his eyes closed. Control arms, reinforced frame, still killing the game. You see the gun smoke from Impalas with the X-frame, doing tricks like it came from the X game. Everybody gotta tune in for the next thing.
Alright y'all, so here we're at. Got the adapters on. Got all four sides on. I was missing a few lug nuts. I had to run over to A&J to get some lug nuts real quick. The only thing with these is, I don't know if you guys see the clearance here between the adapter and the nut. Yeah, that was a mission to get those all tightened up on there. So now we're gonna get all these plastics off of here. So our next step is gonna be getting the wheels and tires on play, like in actual position, get the knockoffs on, and we're gonna set our height on here. I don't know if you guys knew this, but we're gonna do a 3-inch tuck in the rear on that side. Nah, just kidding. We're just gonna set the height here. Got Charlie and Vic gonna set up the jack stands underneath so we can figure out where we want to be at. And any minute now, this thing should be touching. Any minute now. Alright, so get the hell out of the way. Let me show you how to do this real quick. And look at that poke right there. That shit looks hard. So that's where it's gonna probably sit more or less. We might come up a little bit just in case, you know, someone gets switch happy, they don't hit the fenders right there. We might come up another 1/4 inch or so, but that's definitely kind of the gapping I want to be at. I might have to send a message over to Caliboy. I know he kind of didn't want to see it. When he stopped by yesterday and he dropped off the new adapters because the original adapters didn't work, he kind of got a little glimpse of the pump racks and he's like, no, I don't want to see it. So when it comes down to it, when you guys see my video, he's gonna be seeing it, you know, for the first time as well. So hopefully get a true reaction to it. It's definitely pretty cool. Want to do something a little custom in here. So got that back. I gotta get a measurement now and we gotta start building. Alright guys, so we have been sneaking in a few hours here and there, sometimes a few minutes on this car as we get a chance. But the good news is, we've got the back pretty much dialed in here. Let me take you back here. We've been working on the back struts and while they're looking pretty good, they're pretty much all done, dialed in. We had to check a lot of the measurements and get them all built. But here they are. Here's one of them at least. So now just gotta get them tightened up real quick, get the collar tightened up on the actual cylinder and then get them installed. So I know it's been a long time waiting, haven't really got to work on it the way we wanted to, but so we just got this one back here tightened up. Now I'm gonna use our Makita here and hit the next one. There we go. Get the back officially on. Both sides are on. Alright, so now do you see the vision?
Yeah.
You see it now?
Yeah, I see it now.
Now getting the driver's side back. There we go. All tightened up, so both back tops are done. And now we gotta move our way to the lower section, get this lined up here. Alright, first one's all done. You can see we got the fitting coming out here. We did a reverse flow on this guy. That's what I was machining over there. Second one is pretty much almost there. I gotta go machine the shaft real quick. And then we're gonna move our way to assembly, welding, and final fitment on this guy. It looks like Vic got a little head start. Finish up those struts, getting them installed now. How easy is it? Ah, look at that. What are you looking for? Help inside there?
Yeah.
You guys can see you get the strut in there. You still gotta get one more nut in there, but the strut's up in there. Those have all been custom built. As you guys can see there. So it's just a matter of getting them all lined up and getting them tightened up, and gotta set the adjustment bolt the same. These have the adjustment bolts on them, so we gotta set those the same. That way, make sure the wheels are pointing in the correct direction. But other than that, it's just a final. I don't know. I think he's still looking for help. You still looking for help? I'm gonna have a video on YouTube. I'll show you how to do these.
How to install these?
So Vic's just getting that second nut on the bottom all lined up, and you're just gonna get everything hand tight for now, and then we're gonna move to the other side and come in and tighten it all at the same time. So you got these top ones just hand tight for now. As you can see, this is actually gonna be our cylinder port here, and then on the lower section, can't really get in here, but in this lower section,
You have to go down here.
you could see he's setting. You gotta line up that nut right there, the head of that bolt. So the head of the bolt has to fit inside that square, and that's gonna be his alignment. We're gonna set both of them exactly the same. And once we get the top one in, we're gonna get the lower one in, and then we're gonna come in and touch up everything with paint, whatever we missed. Get it all tightened up. Once those are all on, then we'll snug the tops on as well. These have already been machined and fitted for a 1/4 inch fitting, number 6 coming out, 90. So it's gonna look good. Yo, your turn. All right, second side is all hand tight. Just gotta adjust the nut right there real quick, or the head of that bolt, the adjustment for the actual camber caster of this. We just gotta adjust that, get it lined up. We're gonna do that as we tighten them. Then we're gonna snug up the top up here. All right, guys. So here's gonna be the first touchdown on the floor. I think the rack's gonna actually stop it. Yep, rack's definitely stopping it. So this leg is actually stopping the lay. It's gonna lay a lot more than that, but kind of gives you an idea of where it's gonna be at though, so that's pretty cool. So all 4 struts are officially built, assembled, and in the car and installed. Front fittings are on now. You got the front fittings going in right there. So now we just gotta start running and doing all the plumbing and getting all the hoses and the dumps on here, and then gotta make this contraption. So guys, guess what? We are finally getting settled in here at the shop, and well, we are cutting away. Got lots of cutting going on, but we are jumping back on Caliboys Sentra right now, finally. So we are finally had some free time. I don't say free time, but we finally got a few extra hands in here, so I'm able to kind of sneak away and get into the Sentra right here. The thing is, the Sentra is pretty much almost done. The more and more I walk by it, there was just one thing from the beginning that I was like, ah, it's cool, all right. Then the more and more I looked at it, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way the pumps are laid out. So I cut it all off. And I want to start fresh and start all over. I have better ideas for it now. And it wasn't a bad idea, and I liked it in the beginning, I really did. But the more and more I just walked past it, I just wasn't happy with it. So, of course, if I'm not happy with it, Caliboy's not gonna be happy with it, and the winner of this car is not gonna be happy with it. So we cut it all off, and we're starting fresh right now. The machine's cutting up some new pieces that I just designed out right now, and we're gonna do something a little more trick. I figured we've had this car for a little while now, so might as well just go all out and do something a little crazier. And well, we're doing it. Here's the pumps for them. They're a little dusty right now. We gotta wipe them all up, but we did have Mario from CNC chrome everything. So he chromed vacuum plate, chromed the block, chromed the tank plug. So those are all ready to go. We gotta still put fittings on there, but the pumps are gonna be the last thing I'm gonna worry about. Originally, my train of thought was I want these to be the focal point, But now I'm kind of changing up my game plan here, and like I said, we cut off the pump racks and the mounts and everything that we had here, and I'm starting off fresh. I wasn't happy, I want to redo it, so we're redoing it. So we're gonna do something a little more trick. Again, like I said, we had so much time on this car, we've had it for a while. I wanted to put a little more effort into this, because it's not like we didn't put effort before, but it's just I wasn't happy, guys, and I want to redo it. I wanted to be something a little more, show off our work and our creativity. I got the first test fit going on right here. So if you guys don't see what I'm doing here, we're gonna have a cylinder on each power bowl, and we're gonna actually have a coil on each power bowl. Being that on the actual car itself, there's no coils, we're running straight cylinder. We're actually running the coils remote and gonna put them up here. They're still gonna act the same on every dip and bump, and as you lift the hydros, they're still gonna compress. The only difference is it's not on the actual suspension, it's just a remote setup. So this is fitting good, it's looking good in here. We're gonna get this tacked in here, and then we're gonna do get the cylinders in place and get this side tacked in as well. Then what we're gonna come and do is, because there's gonna be a lot of back pressure coming this way, to keep the driver safe, we're gonna obviously, driver and passenger, we're gonna come in and do some reinforcing on the backside to make sure that every section of that plate is strongly reinforced and has good support behind it. All right, guys, so I'm a little out of breath now because I've been bending in some weird positions, but we got it in place. Now obviously this is just the main supports and the braces. We got them all welded up. This main subframe right here that you kind of see that goes along the body contour, that was done by Weight Customs, which works out perfect to us because we're able to utilize that as the main support of all this stuff. So as the hydraulic cylinders, the pumps, everything. So the crazy part on this is these will actually move with the vehicle, so you'll actually be able to see these compress and expand as the car goes up and down as well. So that's going to be a cool feature. Now that these are all welded up, this back one over here has just been tacked so far. Position's looking good, so as long as it's good and leveled out, then we'll go ahead and buzz that too. Then we're going to come in and start doing all the supporting, that way the pressure doesn't just break these welds right here. So we're going to support it, also blend it in with the tubing and the rack that's already, the subframe that's already here. So Vic just put up some material on the saw right now. He's there he is. He just put up some material, he's going to cut it for me, and then we're going to get out the bender and we're going to start bending some stuff. Thing I forgot to mention here, I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, well, how are you guys gonna replace the cylinders or replace seals if that's welded in position? There's actually, it's welded right here, nutted and bolted, so you could actually remove this section here and you could service this if you have to. That way if you have to replace seals down the road, it's easy to get to. You just gotta unbolt that and all four are gonna come out. All right, y'all, here's a little update. So we got the cross brace supports in, you guys can see there. You got all these are supporting the actual pressure of the car right here. As the car lifts up, the cylinder is going to slightly move forward here, and it's going to want to push. Didn't want to bend this, obviously, so we put in some supports here. Wanted to match the tubular rack here so it all blends. Obviously, because we didn't build the rack, the subframe, but we wanted to make sure it looks like it blends, like we did it all together, like it's on purpose. So that's there, that's all good, that's done. This is fully welded and done here. Still got to do little cosmetic plates here and there to dress it up a little bit more. In the back side, let me swing you over there. In the back side, we got these supports in here. These ones right now are on Heims, so these are going to be loose until I put in the cosmetic support here. But this is actually removable. And the reason, can't really see it here, let me move this. There we go. And the reason this is actually removable is if you ever have to service anything, this whole backside here will actually unbolt, and you could actually get to your cylinders, you could get to O-rings, whatever. So that's that. We do got to remove this to get inside welds. These all tigged up. We got these migged, the brackets migged up. Again, removable for servicing. I just sent some pictures to Caliboy right now. It's the first time he actually saw it. I was gonna keep it a little secret, but I was actually really happy with the turnout, the way it looks really freaking cool. So with everything all said and done, we managed to get a front tag up on here. We got everything getting catted up and designed up for the back sub brace right here, which will hold those two parallel with each other as well. So we got a lot done in these few days. Definitely digging the design, liking the whole idea behind this, the whole concept. I think it's pretty cool. So, you know, if you walk up to the car, you'd be able to see this right here. So I think it's a pretty interesting sight to look at. So definitely catch some attention. And well, that's gonna pretty much do it for today. So we're gonna head out and we're gonna jump back on that guy tomorrow. So thank you guys always for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you don't, be sure to go ahead and hit the little like button, the bell notification, get all the updates, and hopefully get some more videos up here soon.